Hey everyone, it's Lenore Khoubesserian with the Medicare Authority, and this is 7 questions you need to ask before going on Medicare. We are on question 3 of our Medicare journey. If you haven't done so already, you can download a copy of our free report, 7 questions you need to ask before going on Medicare. That's available in the description down below. All of our contact information is right here on the screen, but you can also like, share, and subscribe to our channel if you like. So this is, in today's video, we're going to talk about when do I need to enroll in Medicare. In this video, we're going to learn the right time to enroll, and we're also going to talk about the types of penalties that may be available if you don't enroll at the right time. So this is a real important video, and if you're not sure, you can always set an appointment with us so that we can go over this with you personally to go over the right time. Okay, so this is very important, as I keep repeating, to get this right. Knowing when to enroll is one of the most important things you need to understand about Medicare, because not doing it right could cost you thousands of dollars in late penalties that stay with you for the rest of your life. There are really the two best times to go on Medicare, and if you think about it logically, that would be when you're turning 65. That's when we first become eligible. Or if you're still actively working or have coverage to a spouse's plan and they're actively working, we can enroll in what's known as a special enrollment period once we come off of that employer group health plan. So our initial enrollment, our first time we can go on, is when we turn 65 or when we're coming off of an employer group health plan. So when we turn 65, we have a 7-month window, 3 months before, the month of, and 3 months after we turn 65 to get ourselves onto Medicare. Now, so for instance, let's use myself as an example. My birthday is in April. So if I'm turning 65, I'm going to enroll 3 months before, which is January, February, or March, with an effective date of April 1st. I can enroll in the month of April, but that would make my Medicare start May 1st. I can also enroll May, June, July. Okay, and that will push my date out. But this is known as my initial enrollment period, and I can enroll during this time. I can also enroll in what's called a special enrollment period. So for those of you who are still actively working, maybe you have coverage through a spouse's plan and they are actively working, you can delay going on to Medicare and go on to Medicare when you stop working. This is called a special enrollment period. And you actually have 8 months to get yourself onto Medicare without penalty. Now, keep in mind that a lot of folks, with things changing in the work environment, sometimes get a package, maybe have salary continuance, or are offered COBRA. COBRA is not considered credible coverage. So even if you're continuing with COBRA and you stop working, you have 8 months to get onto Medicare without any penalty, Part A and B, and then 63 days after your Part D coverage ends or drug coverage ends to get on to Part D. So if you're having coverage to an employer plan and you come off of that, we have 8 months to get ourselves onto Medicare Part A and B. And if you missed our last video, it talked about the parts of Medicare, A, B, C, and D. Okay, so we also have what's known as the general enrollment period. And for the most part, this is the least best way to get yourself onto Medicare. This is for those folks who missed their initial enrollment, missed their special enrollment, and for some reason got messed up and didn't get themselves signed up when they should have. The general enrollment period starts in January. So it starts January 1 to March 31, and your Medicare would start the first of the month after you actually enroll. So if for whatever reason you miss getting yourself onto Medicare when you turn 65 or when you came off the employer plan, you will actually have to wait until January, the following January, to get yourself signed up for Medicare. Okay, so we also have something known as the annual open enrollment period, and this occurs every year, October 15th to December 7th. a lot of times people get confused. I see all these commercials. I can sign up during the annual enrollment period. Not so. The annual enrollment period, just like when you have an employer health plan, is the time when you can change your Part D drug coverage or sign up for a Medicare Advantage or change your Medicare Advantage plan. Okay, we make those changes October 15th to December 7th, and then they become effective January 1st, just like you typically would have open enrollment with an employer plan. All right, so now Medicare Advantage Part C, again, this was in our last video, video 2. Medicare Advantage open enrollment is another time frame we have from January 1st to March 31 to change Medicare Advantage to Medicare Advantage. So if you have original Medicare with a Medicare supplement plan, you wouldn't sign up for a Medicare Advantage plan during this time. You'd have to go back to the last enrollment, which is the annual open enrollment timeline. Okay, so we can change our Medicare Advantage plan. Sometimes doctors go off the plan, drugs change formulary, so we get another opportunity to change our Medicare Advantage plan from January 1 to March 31, effective the first day of the month after we make that change. All right, so you can get in touch with us. Here's all my contact information. You can call, make a phone appointment with us. You can check us out on the MedicareAuthority.com. You can also look us up on Facebook and link to the descriptions below. Again, like, comment, and share. We appreciate it. Thanks so much.